whether he works out to be the wide receiver 4 or the wide receiver 3, there's still going to be a lot of options out there for Olamide to be able to have an amazing production relative to his role for this Bears team. Again, weapons, right? And when you talk about even the praise that Ben Johnson had for Zacchaeus as well back in March when we got him, as well as what he done in OTAs and mini camps, I hold myself accountable to that. I've kind of forgotten about Olamide to a degree, not like forgotten that he's on the roster, but just the place that he could have on this Bears team, right? And how deep this wide receiver room really does go for the Chicago Bears. It's deep, man. It's really deep. This may be one of the most complete wide receiver rooms that we have as far as players thriving in their role. Last year, and that's not to take away from anything, but last year, even with Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze, really good wide receiver room, but having those guys in the slot was always like, okay, we're going to line one up in the slot depending on what packages that we have out there. But you have two guys now who thrive as a slot receiver. Luther Burden thrives as a slot receiver. Olamide thrives as a slot receiver. That, like, having guys that can do either or is great, but having guys that thrive in roles, that's where you can get some special sauce at, right? I think that's what the Bears are trying to do here with having Rome, having DJ Moore on the outside. You're still going to see some packages with them lighting up in the slot to keep things interesting. Hell, you're going to see Colston Loveland maybe even lying in the slot to keep things interesting. All those things happening in tandem. What have we talked about? Forcing mismatches, forcing the defense to adjust, forcing the defense in a way to show their hand because they have to look at what the Bears are doing and say, hey, we don't know what they're doing. You put all of that out in a 12-man personnel as well, that thing could be really special. And that's what the Bears are hoping to find and unlock here. It's going to be a tall test. Right now, everything is in theory. They got to show that they can do it in reality. But I think that overlooking Olamide, and especially if Luther Burden does keep having some issues, it may be that he doesn't start off as the starting slot receiver. Maybe that does go to the veteran in Zacchaeus. And if that's the case, great.